So in light of recent news, Islam Makhachev has been completely caught out lying about a supposed hand injury, which is the reason why he cannot fight Ilia Topuria at the White House card after it being signed. But then it comes out that he is punching a heavy bag full force in some shitty garage looking thing. Yeah. And even big media companies are like calling this out on Twitter in their way of doing it by asking rhetorical questions almost. And the only people who really seem to be the only people who seem to be calling out, who seem to be siding with Islam Makhachev with its obvious evidence that he is lying so he can avoid the knockout loss to Ilia Topuria, is, the Pakistanis, the Syrians, the Turkish people, the people with that very same belief, and then they cling on to a white European, absolutely destroying the sport at the moment. I don't know why they do this. I really don't know why they do this. It's annoying, but eh-ho. And I just think it's obvious. I just think it's obvious that he doesn't want to fight Ilia Topuria. When he was talking about moving up, oh, you must get a win. He gets a win. I'm moving up to welterweight. Oh, what? I'm going to move up to welterweight. Oh, I've got a hand injury. Like, I think it's just obvious at this rate. I think it's just obvious. And, like, it's so obvious that, like, Alia Delaziz as well is just, like, taking over his account and just talking shit. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. But, I'll read the tweets out now. So, Ilia Topuria does post this tweet, and I'll read it out now for us all. Once again, Islam comes up with an excuse. This time, it's an injury. I always knew I would be a part of the White House event, even when the UFC told me at one point they wouldn't count on me for the event. I knew it was a part of negotiations. When they finally told me I would be a part of the White House card, they mentioned Islam. I didn't hesitate for a second to accept the fight. Even though the fight hadn't been officially confirmed yet, the White House card was going to be announced the next day. And I woke, fuck's sake, I found out that Islam had gotten injured. And then Justin Gaethje appeared. Once again, someone else will pay for Islam's escape. Both of their managers is a bitch and also ugly as hell. Justin, see you at the White House. I'm not someone who humiliates people. It will be quick, then you will wake up. Everything will be already over. He's cold, man. He is just cold. Like, on a real note, someone who will pay for Islam's escape. Oh, that's so. That's actually like cold as fuck. That should be. They should replace Islam Makhachev's quote in the PI. And just replace it with someone who will pay for Islam's escape. I bet that'll piss off all the Pakistanis in the comment sections. But man, I still can't get over that. Someone who will pay for Islam's escape. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, as you can see, Islam doesn't particularly want to fight Ilia. It's just a bunch of excuses that Ilia needs to get wins at lightweight before they can fight. Then they want, then he moved up to welterweight, by the way, he had no wins at welterweight, so by his own logic, he should have fought a number one contender at the time, I don't even know who the number one contender at the time was. I think it was Bilal, considering he lost the belt to JDM. And then he fought JDM, which on a lighter note, JDM probably wasn't as good as we all thought. Which is sad for me to say, because in a few months' time, I'm going to have to watch him get KO'd stiff by Prates. Which will not make Islam's win look any better, because this is the thing with Islam's career. Every time he beats someone, they look worse and worse and worse. Except from Charles Oliveira, of course. So, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. As long as these fucking Dagestanis look as shit as humanly possible, I don't care. But and then I'll read Islam's tweet, which is basically Ali Abdelaziz just in disguise. Well, we both know who chickened out here. You can cover your cowardness with nasty tweets, but don't worry, one day you will get what you asked for, and your fat ass manager don't have to ask for billions to fight me. We'll do it for free. If that was the case, you would do it for free. Why didn't you fight him when Ilia was talking about moving up from featherweight to lightweight? How come now you are trying to drag up the current lightweight champion, a former featherweight, up to welterweight so you can have the most advantages? Because let's be real, your entire career was built off of beating people who were much, much smaller than you. And now you're at welterweight, your natural weight class, which everyone seems to think that wasn't his natural weight class. It was. If you can watch an anatomy of a fighter weighings for the Charles Oliveira fight, I think it was like 102 kg he was weighing at one point, and I was like, what the fuck? And this was like 4 weeks out from his fight, and I was like, what? How the fuck does he make weight? You know what I mean? And I remember it being 100 something because I was actually amazed by it. Like, everything Conor McGregor was saying about these guys being like weight bullies was fucking crazy. And he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong at all. And you know what the ironic thing is about it? Is now he's trying to like drag up the current featherweight champ, well, the former featherweight champion, current lightweight champion, up to welterweight so we can fight him with as much as advantages as humanly possible. And he still will not accept the fight. I wonder why he won't accept the fight. Is it because he's terrified of getting knocked out and humiliated by one of our orthodox Christian brothers? Let's make it about religion. No, I'm joking. They do it. They do it every time one of their guys get a win. It's like, in the name of Allah, we got the win today, and all this type of stuff. It's so funny to watch, and just so we know, before I get called racism and all this type of shit, Islam is not a race, it is a religion. But anyways, after that, we've basically got him punching a heavy bag, and basically just proving Ilia Topuria right again. You know, I don't know what it is with these guys. They have, like, I know you want to seem like you just train 24/7, but you've got a hand injury, you've got your gloves on, you're punching the bag, and then what? You've now just proven that you just shat the bed, and you're terrified of Ilia Topuria. You don't want to get knocked out and made into a highlight reel. I cannot wait for the fucking day this fight eventually gets announced. They probably pay Makhachev so much fucking money it doesn't matter if he gets knocked out. And I will change my profile picture. It will no longer be Marab shoving Umar's head in his dick. It will be It will be Islam Makhachev's lifeless body on the floor. And just to end this video, because I don't want to drag this on too much, this was supposed to be a quick 5-minute video to try and get some views and an attention span, and to try and cure my ADHD craziness. Charles Oliveira would have completely battered Khabib Nurmagomedov. He would have marched forward, put the pressure on him, teep kicks to the stomach, kicks to the leg, jab crosses down the centre. Khabib would shoot one of his spastic takedowns from 50 kilometres away, and then he'd get guillotined out cold in front of his fan base in Abu Dhabi. They're all crying, we're all celebrating, and yeah, life will just be, that would have been a perfect scenario, but, you know, he had to chicken out and, you know, I will not come here again, you know, all this type of bullshit. No, you just evacuate the sport before you could get any hard matchups. Let's be real. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed my rage bait for one day. Like, subscribe. We're trying to make it to 100 subscribers by the end of 2026. So if you could help me with that, would be greatly appreciated. And yeah,